Right now at 5, the First Warn team is tracking weekend storms. Greg's in to time it all out. Plus, it happens in just days and has police giving La Crosse drivers a heads up.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off tonight. We begin with the weather, and it could be a stormy weekend. Let's bring in our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart, for all the details. Greg.
Yeah, definitely we're going to have rounds of storms coming through this weekend, and timing them and confidence of when they're going to happen is quite low. It's a tricky forecast, but you're definitely going to get wet. We're definitely going to have rounds of storms, and the potential is there for heavy amounts of rain. Could lead to some flooding issues. We also have damaging winds and can't rule out even hail. And I'll say what's going on this evening, that hail production too is a thing of art. Already we got activity developing just south of Eau Claire. It's been struggling to push further north, but overall they've had a severe thunderstorm warning now for Minneapolis and a flash flood warning because some of these rain rates in here are producing 1 to 2 inch hours, even higher amounts of rainfall per hour. So I'll have to monitor that activity. Otherwise, we do have more activity further south that's going to be coming through La Crosse. It doesn't look as much as severe-wise, so we'll have to monitor this for heavy rain, and then we'll have to have monitoring other activity going on further in the broadcast. So we'll break all that down, try to time it out, which is kind of tricky right now, but we'll do all that a bit later. All
right, sounds like a plan, Greg. And as our team continues to track that, don't forget you can track weather with the First Warn Weather app. It's available at the App Store or on Google Play. Developing now, that high-stakes summit between Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin is underway. On the line, the fate of Ukraine and the future of Europe and U.S.-Russia relations. CBS's Willie James Inman has more.
President Trump touched down first near Anchorage, followed by Russian President Vladimir Putin. The leaders then greeted each other on the tarmac at Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson. The work quickly got underway with a sit-down meeting, with the media capturing the opening moments.
The meeting marks the first time since Putin has been in the U.S. since 2015, when he attended the United Nations General Assembly in New York.
It will be very severe.
On Air Force One before landing in Alaska, President Trump warned of severe economic consequences if Russia does not move towards peace.
I want to see a ceasefire. This is not to do with Europe. Europe's not telling me what to do.
European countries are concerned Putin is not serious about peace talks, with Russia's continued assaults on Ukraine.
President Trump, he's got to guard against making concessions to Putin that are going to alienate our European allies.
Protesters are in Alaska voicing their concerns.
It's not okay to do business with fascists, and the invasion of Ukraine should be punishable by sanctions, which we have to stick to.
Trump had said if things go well today, a second summit with Ukraine and Russia is possible. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Anchorage, Alaska.
A La Crosse business mogul is in custody after an alleged drunk driving accident. Don Weber faces operating a vehicle while intoxicated and firearm charges. Weber's accused of crashing his vehicle on Vine Street. A preliminary breath test resulted in a .158 blood alcohol content. Police say they also found a handgun at the scene, and Weber didn't have a concealed carry permit. Weber is the founder of the Weber Group, which owns multiple downtown buildings, including the Charmant Hotel and the Waterfront Restaurant. A Winona woman is facing felony child torture charges. Police say Joseline Gunderson filmed and shared videos of a 3-year-old being bound with duct tape and terrorized. One of the videos showed someone wearing a blanket and clown mask to frighten the child. Gunderson admitted to filming the video and showing them to coworkers, calling it a punishment. She's out on a $10,000 bond. A traffic alert tied to the Valley View Mall. In just a few days, a series of events could leave drivers frustrated. News 8 Now's Grace Monk is live to explain. Grace.
Next week, Raising Cane's opening and other events will take place near Valley View Mall. Police are asking drivers to plan ahead and take different routes. Drivers can expect to see traffic near the Valley View Mall starting Monday. Next week, Raising Cane's and Mr. Car Wash are set to open. Other events include Hy-Vee's Back to School Bash and the Do Portugal Circus Show. Anyone attending the events will be asked to take an alternative route.
We're going to kind of just direct traffic on Access Road, which goes behind the mall.
Drivers can enter at the Highway 16 and 157 intersection and exit at Broad Street.
And there'll be people out there, officers out there directing you on where to go and how to get to that restaurant.
Police expect traffic to last until the 24th with students heading back to school. Schott recommends leaving earlier and avoiding the area if possible.
Everyone in the community has frustrations with traffic patterns and heavy traffic, and everyone needs to get from point A to point B. So we really want to work with our community and our partners to eliminate some of that stress.
Schott says drivers not attending these events can use their normal enter and exit points. And a quick reminder to drivers, some of these westbound lanes here on Highway 16 are still closed. They're expected to open later this month. Reporting in La Crosse, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Grace, thank you. Temporary no parking signs are going up around La Crosse. The reason, streets are being micro-sealed. It starts on Monday and will last 2 weeks. You can find the full list of the impacted streets on the city's website. Lansing's Blackhawk Bridge will close earlier than planned. Iowa's DOT says it'll shut down in October. The closure is to make way for the new bridge's construction. Drivers can expect a detour of at least an hour and a half. IDOT is also looking at a ferry service.
Total cost of everything that would be needed for the car ferry is about $13 million. And that would come from a split between Iowa and Wisconsin state funds.
The new bridge is planned to open in 2027. 3 nonprofits are merging to enhance their disability services. Opportunity Center and Southwest Opportunity Center will become part of Aptive. The organizations work to support people with disabilities by equipping them with tools to live more independent lives. Officials say the move will help them to expand their services across the region.
It provides some continuity for all of our organizations, some access to additional programs and services that we're not currently providing. Each of us, in terms of each organization, provides a little bit different types of services.
The merger will go into effect January 1st. In just weeks, there will be fewer options for homeless veterans in Wisconsin. So where will they go? News 8 Now's Allison Fergit has a closer look.
The state budget did not include the necessary funding to keep Klein Hall open in Chippewa Falls. That means more than 40 beds meant to support veterans will close.
Klein Hall is home to one of the state's 3 veterans housing and recovery programs. It provides homeless veterans with needed counseling and training to help them succeed. The program is part of the Wisconsin Department of Veterans Affairs. Assistant Deputy Secretary Joey Hoey says the VHRP's price tag keeps increasing, and they've run the program at a deficit the last 2 years. They were hopeful this year's state budget would include a boost to help keep it running. Governor Tony Evers requested an additional $1.9 million for the program, but that didn't make it into the final version of the budget.
Gut-wrenching. I mean, these are programs that take people who are on the street and turn them into productive members of society.
Only one VHRP facility in the state will stay open past September because of the lack of funding. The Chippewa Falls site will close in a few weeks. A number of veterans at Klein Hall have already found new transitional housing to move into, and staff are working nonstop to place the remaining vets into different programs.
Klein Hall will officially stop services on September 12th. Reporting in Chippewa Falls, Allison Fergit, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Allison. La Crosse nonprofits hosted their monthly food distribution today. The Salvation Army of La Crosse and the Hunger Task Force hosted the event on the 3rd Friday of every month. This program serves area families struggling to put food on the table. Organizers say the need for donations and volunteers is always growing.
Volunteers are crucial. We couldn't do it without them. They provide a lot of assistance loading up for everybody so they don't have to get out of their vehicle to make it convenient for them. We definitely rely on our volunteers. We have a great set of volunteers helping us today.
Anyone interested in volunteering or donating can stop by the Salvation Army or visit their website at salacrosse.org. Citizen State Bank is celebrating 20 years in La Crosse today. The bank handing out free root beer floats at its Main Street location. The Taco Bros food truck was also there. The bank opened in its La Crosse headquarters in 2005 and is one of the fastest growing banks in Wisconsin.
Today we opened our doors right away. We had activity of customers that came in, and many of those customers from 20 years ago will be here today to celebrate with us.
That celebration just wrapped up at 5 o'clock. The Onalaska Historical Society has presented a sign to honor the history of Onalaska's riverfront. The panoramic sign features pictures of modern-day Onalaska and from over 100 years ago, including staples of the past like the Onalaska State Bank and Crystal Theater. Members of the society say it's important to record the city's history.
Many people in Onalaska now weren't original citizens. They have moved here and probably don't know a whole lot about what used to be downtown. So this hopefully will be some education for them.
That sign is now at the Great River Landing. Still to come tonight, AT&T reaches a settlement, how much customers are eligible for and how long you have to apply. And school lunch prices on the rise. What's driving it and how families are responding.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar. For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Dental implants are often the best solution to severe dental issues. If you have infection in your mouth, it does cause trouble other places. A lot of people ignore infection for way too long. And when they finally do something about it, they say not only do they like what they did here, but they feel better overall. In the end, you can have a smile you're proud of and a very healthy mouth.
We're an implant-focused practice. If you think you have a full mouth of challenges, come see us. Come down for a free consultation.
I do like knowing the person that's sitting across from my desk. I've formed a lot of relationships over the years based on trust. When I see the look on a member's face, when I say, yes, this loan is good, you're good to go, it makes me happy. To me, being the team you can trust is honesty. When you do a loan with me at Firefighters Credit Union, like everything we do, it's not about the car, it's about you.
'Cause everybody's welcome at Firefighters Credit Union.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR plus 3,000 trade assistance on select Sierra 1500 models when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Visit your best choice GMC dealer today.
Plantar fasciitis feels like pointed, sharp pain. It just hurts all the time. It feels like your foot is squeezing on itself. When I drove past the Good Feet store, I thought, I'm gonna stop in. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support for my feet that were personally fitted just for me. Then it was like, okay, this is something special. These make a difference.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Well, AT&T customers may be eligible for a piece of a $177 million settlement. It's tied to two data breaches in 2019 and 2024. In the first case, Social Security numbers, birth dates, and legal names were stolen. Last year, hackers accessed phone records. You have until November 18th to file a claim. Back to school and bad news. That brown lunch bag, now pricier. According to Deloitte Research, the average daily cost is about $6.15. It's a 3% jump from the 2024 school year. The classic lunch, a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and milk, will now be about $5.
When asked what the reasonable cost for a packed lunch should be, $4.50 was the median answer from the parents surveyed, and all of the options in the study cost more than that.
42% of parents say their kids bring lunch from home, even if cafeteria food is cheaper or free. The iconic 99-cent Arizona iced tea cans may cost you more. The company's co-founder said it's because of President Trump's tariffs on Canadian aluminum doubling from 25% to 50%. The cans have stayed 99 cents for nearly 3 decades. We will have more news ahead, but first.
Yeah, we have several rounds of showers and thunderstorms that are going to impact your weekend activities. We'll try to time it out when the best shot will be, how much rain we'll have, and when all this will come to an end. That all coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Save the date for Coon Valley Heritage Day, a fun-filled time to celebrate and preserve Coon Valley history.
There'll be a softball tournament, tractor ride, market, car show, music, food trucks, and fireworks. That's Saturday, August 23rd in Coon Valley.
Right now, U.S. Cellular makes it easy to switch and get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope, you don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's tooth fairy time.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
We see you out there, making the most of every moment.
Happy birthday, buddy.
One big, bright idea at a time. At Blaine's, we're glad to be part of it by offering best-in-class products and solutions at unbeatable farm and fleet prices. Like men's Rustler jeans, $16.99. Rewards members save an extra buck. 15% off select Rust-Oleum spray paint. And 2-pound bags of Blaine's cashews or deluxe mixed nuts, $3 off. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Listen up, Wisconsin. There's always something exciting in the mix with scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. And the newest games to make some noise, Packers Scratch Games. With over $7.8 million in instant cash prizes. Plus a bonus drawing for 4 Packers season tickets for 1 year. And 195 other Packers prizes. Available now at Wisconsin Lottery retailers.
Dahl Honda is proud to sponsor News 8 Now's Top Notch Teacher Program. It's always a highlight of our month to recognize the top-notch teacher and thank them for all they do for our students in school. Dahl Honda values the great work all teachers do for our children and community. If you know a teacher who deserves top-notch teacher recognition, please nominate them. Thank you, teachers, for going above and beyond and providing a top-notch education.
Save the date for Coon Valley Heritage Day, a fun-filled time to celebrate and preserve Coon Valley history. There'll be a softball tournament, tractor ride, market, car show, music, food trucks, and fireworks. That's Saturday, August 23rd in Coon Valley.
Yeah, this is a challenging next 3 days given the environment going on. So the best shot is to have the app handy, the radar, looking at it all the time, because things are going to change quite quickly, and tracking this is going to be a challenge. But we do have the alert day all the way through the weekend before these multiple rounds. The severe threat, damaging winds. We also had a little bit of a hail issue going on just southeast of Minnesota. But then it's going to really transition to watching a flash flooding event, because repeated rounds of rainfall could lead to some flooding issues, small creeks, streams, something that we may have to deal with all the way through next week, even when the precipitation comes to an end. So that's what we're kind of dealing with right now as we go through the thing. There we go, coming back up. As we look at it, here's kind of a breakdown, really what we're looking at. It's a low confidence forecast through Monday. That means it's going to be updated a lot, and it's going to be tricky. Past storms determine future ones, and that's a big thing going on, is storms that fall apart leave an outflow boundary. Storms form along that once again. So what happens in the history of the past could determine where activity goes on in the future. That's why it keeps being a challenging environment. So as I mentioned, keep checking the app and have the radar always on handy. You can actually track it on your radar, just handy as you have overall. So something to keep in mind up through the weekend. Right now, the main threat is this line that really was an outflow from this area of thunderstorms down here. This has produced quite a bit of strong line of thunderstorms, even severe but heavy rain potential too. 3 to 4 inch hour rain rates with this one right now. Also a little bit of a hail threat right now. So far it's struggled to stay getting closer to I-94, so I think it will remain just south of Eau Claire, but we could see showers and thunderstorms. We'll have to keep an eye on Red Wing. That'll be close to them too. Otherwise, the activity to the south, really the severe threat has pushed well to the south of the area. We're kind of leaving over with cloud cover and precipitation going on, and there's a close-up of these storms right now. Severe thunderstorm warning now just pushing just close to Eau Claire, just south of it. You can see that is what we're concerned with right now. This one does have a little bit of a hail signature with it too, so this could be hail producing right now. I think we've seen 1.25 inches southwest of Minneapolis, so that's what we're going to deal with out there. There's your rain rates. Some of these yellows are pushing 3 to 4 inch rain rates, very tropical rain rates, and that's the one problem, as I mentioned. Further south, We've seen just a little bit of bubble up, you can see right now, but a lot of this is just general thunderstorms or cloud cover with a little bit of light rain coming through. So that's what we're going to see probably for the time being. If we time this out and really take this with a grain of salt right now because it's low confidence, this is the area I'm concerned about too. With heavy rainfall rates, we're looking just south of Eau Claire, Menominee, maybe getting down close to Wabasha, Red Wing. Other areas eventually will then surge southward west of the river. So La Crosse and areas to the east may not see much in the way of activity until we get later in the night as this pushes further south, and all this precipitation maybe not be severe, but quite a bit of rainfall pushes south. Now that's what's going on tonight. Now what goes on tonight may impact what goes on tomorrow. Tomorrow morning we still got a potential to see another line develop west of Minneapolis and could hit the Eau Claire area Saturday morning. This is really low confidence because if stuff lingers tonight too long, this may not happen. So we'll have to keep an eye on this as it pushes east. We'll see more rounds potentially going later in the afternoon for La Crosse. You see that line kind of digging south. So once again, it's going to be low. Now the severe threat, as I mentioned, it's really just that wind, but we do have a little bit of hail tonight too. This is for tomorrow. The flood threat is the one thing we'll have to keep an eye on because we'll have more rounds going Saturday night into Sunday, Sunday night into Monday. And temperatures, this is for Sunday. Saturday we're going to cool off. Sunday we might cool off too, but look at the difference between temperatures. It depends on where this boundary sets up. We could be in the mid to upper 80s south, low to mid 70s up to the north, and that could be Saturday and Sunday. So definitely stay tuned. It's a very tricky forecast, but the alert day goes all the way through Monday. The good news is once we get to next work week, minus Monday, we're going to go back to seasonal conditions and very dry conditions too. And then look at even next weekend. We might even get down to the mid to upper 70s for highs next weekend.
Oh, well, that's something to look forward to for sure.
Yes, but just stay tuned. It's going to be quite a challenging forecast, and keep the app and radar handy this weekend.
Absolutely. Thank you, Greg. Well, snowplow drivers gear up for winter in the middle of August. The unusual competition happening right now in eastern Wisconsin.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
The end of summer floor sample sale at International Furniture is a rare opportunity for huge savings. Floor samples up to 50% off. All in-stock pictures, lamps, rugs, and accessories up to 50% off. International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
Get an 11% rebate at Menards. When it's time for better storage, Dakota Closets are the solution. There are so many ways to store your items, and with Dakota Closets, you can do it with style and ease. Get this closet system for $199.99 after rebate. Update your home with new cabinets from Cardell. They're ready to install and come in a variety of styles. Get these Carver cabinets for $48.99.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
To everyone out there who loves Culver's,
the feeling is mutual. Everything's made fresh.
Everything.
It's our pleasure.
This is me and my happy place.
I wouldn't trade our Culver's for any other restaurant. Culver's. Yay! We love our guests.
Love. As much as our guests love us.
This is me and my happy place.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
International Furniture is a rare opportunity for huge savings. Floor samples up to 50% off. All in-stock pictures, lamps, rugs, and accessories up to 50% off. International Furniture, I-90 Exit 2, La Crosse.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
It may be August, but these workers in Appleton are ready for winter. Appleton's public works crews showed off their skills at the 35th annual Snowplow Rodeo. Drivers compete for the best score while testing their plowing skills and machine knowledge. Beyond bragging rights, workers say the real prize is sharpening their skills for winter.
Always new techniques that we're picking up or different operations from other people that we can, build on or, at least take an idea from.
The top two drivers will go on to compete in the National Snowplow Rodeo in Colorado. That's coming up next month. We're already hearing a couple of dings go off with some potential severe thunderstorm warnings. Greg's going to have one final update right after this.
After you've been injured in an accident, life becomes chaotic. You have doctor's appointments, medical bills, insurance adjusters harassing you to settle your claim. When you call By Gotham Roadie, we take care of it all. We get results.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. With SUVs for life's adventures, trucks as dependable as the people who drive them, EVs to charge up a summer of no limits, and American legends that need no introduction. This summer, Chevy drives America.
Get 0% financing on this Silverado, plus $3,000 total cash allowance on select Silverado pickups. That's around $9,000 total value, plus $3,750 owner loyalty cash.
At River Valley Remodelers, we're putting on our biggest community event yet. Bring your family and friends down to our new building on August 16th. We're having our Built by Our Community event. Food, fun, bounce houses, lots of giveaways, and live music from West Salem's very own One Accord. Just another way for us to bring the community together. River Valley Remodelers, improve your home, build our community.
Summer style starts here. Refresh your space for less at the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale. Save up to 50% on an entire room of beautiful new furniture. Living rooms, bedrooms, dining, you name it. Find mattress closeout deals on overstocked inventory and special factory closeout Lazy Boy recliners at prices too good to sit out. Plus, when you trade in your old furniture, get a discount on new. We'll even deliver and haul away for free. It's the King Furniture Hot Summer Sale going on now.
Jolivet Family Farms. There's no substitute for homegrown freshness. Jolivet's homegrown triple sweet corn is picked fresh daily. Join us Sundays 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. for our roasted sweet corn and charcoal brats. Jolivet's also features homegrown carrots, sweet onions, peppers, beets, cabbage, dill, tomatoes, cucumbers, blueberries, and so much more. Find distinctive crafts and decor. Take home some cookies, breads, bars, or pies from our homemade bakery. Buy fresh, buy local. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
When you've trusted your personal injury case to By Goff and Rohde, you're going to feel the weight of the world off your shoulders. You have to concern yourself with getting to the doctor and trying to get better. We'll do everything else. And that's how we get results for our clients.
All right, there's the current warning we have for Dunn, Eau Claire, Pepin. It's just south of Eau Claire right now, just a portion of that county. But that line is producing potential large-size hail, 1 to 2 inch hail, but also very heavy rainfall, potential 2 to 3, maybe even more inches. And you can see the hail threat is beginning to grow a little with some of this activity. Eventually, it may not be the main threat, but something to keep in mind if you're traveling in these areas. We'll update you further throughout the night and how the activity continues to go.
All right, thank you, Greg, and thank you for joining us at 5. We'll see you back at 6.